I know it's like a very YouTube thing to have shit behind you all the time, but I kind of try to keep it clean in here, so I really don't, I just kind of put the Earthbound box back there. I don't fucking know. What's up, Internet? My name is attackslug, and this is my July 2016 question and answer video. You guys nailed the fuck out of it. Asked me like well over 100 questions, and I picked about, 15 or 16 of them here, and I'm gonna get to them right now in this video. First and foremost, got Kyle Watkins and Infernate Flame wanting to know about the 2K17 NXT edition, and I posted this on Twitter, but just to be clear, here is the pre-order. I will have that on launch day. There will be video of that on launch day, much like I had for 2K16. The Wolf wants to know, do I think Call of Duty is dead? And what I say to that, obviously this is based on the fervor when that Battlefield 1 trailer hit versus what happened when the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer hit. And what I will tell you is, do not always take the internet's interest in a thing, does not always translate to real life sales. The internet buzz for the movie Snakes on a Plane was through the fucking roof. And, like, no one went and watched that in theaters. Like, nobody went, I went, but, like, nobody went and watched that in theaters, so what the internet, like, the internet shitstorm does not always translate to a loss of or a gain in sales, so wait and see. If the lighting in here gets kind of weird, I'm using my S7 now, the front-facing camera, and sometimes the lighting gets weird, I don't understand it. Anyway, Mr. Weirdo wants to know, will I consider gaining weight for degeneration fat? My metabolism has always been, like, I'm real fucking skinny. Way up here. I eat a bunch, it doesn't fucking matter. I eat pizza all the goddamn time, it doesn't matter. I can't help it. A bunch of y'all really want to know when is that third match between myself and Doo-Hop in 2K16, and the answer is, I don't know. I'm available just about any day of the week. It's just a matter of, I don't know if you've been watching what's going on with Doo-Hop and Grim right now. They're not on the best of terms with stuff, so getting them in the same room at the same time and getting them to not think about their goddamn briefcases has been proven to be a challenge, but I am always available, so certainly start blowing them up on Twitter. Be like, look, let's make this match happen. I want to know who is the best. He has a win, I have a win. We have to settle this in a final match. Dwayne King wants to know my favorite game of 2016 thus far. That's kind of hard to call. Off the top of my head, I'm going to say Enter the Gungeon is phenomenal, but I kind of got to the point where I finished that the regular way and haven't gone back to it after 30 hours and playing it every day. I still need to go back to Dark Souls 3. I enjoyed Doom a whole lot, but for me, the top of the list right now is Enter the Gungeon. I'm currently playing through Boxbox Boy, which is also just fucking phenomenal. Couple of folks wanted to know my favorite WWE superstar, and I feel like I get this question in every Q&A, and my answer is always kind of Cesaro. Like, he's just the fucking best. He is consistently raising the bar on amazing things that he does in that ring. A couple of folks want to know what games I'm looking forward to in the rest of 2016. Now, obviously, when I did that video earlier in the year of the top games I'm looking forward to in 2016, a lot of those games got delayed. 2017, Persona 5, looking at you. So I'll say there are two games that are confirmed for this year, fingers crossed. That is The Last Guardian, fucking finally, and South Park. And those two are pretty high up on my list. But certainly, if Neo comes out this year, I am super hyped for that game. Dakota Williams wants to know, if I was a GM of Raw or Smackdown, who would be my #1 draft pick? That choice is fucking simple. Shinsuke Nakamura. I was one of those dudes who had seen his matches in New Japan before he had ever considered signing, and I'm like, whatever it is, that dude has it. They need him. So I think it's quite possible he'll have his main roster call-up this week for the draft pick. Phil Bite Me wants to know if I still play old games and are they too complicated to capture for the channel. For the most part, yes. There's a reason that we don't very often do GameCube stuff. It's because I run the GameCube stuff through the Wii, and for some reason with this TV and with Grimm's TV, the signal, it can't hold it. It'll just keep going to a black frame every like minute and a half, and it's just super frustrating. So certainly having anything with an HDMI plug is the easiest bet to get. There are a handful of things I can do through component and composite, but it's never great. Certainly, if I were to spend the money on a Retron, that would be a different story. But in terms of older games that you're going to see on this channel, the best bet is probably PC stuff. That all seems pretty solid, as opposed to trying to get a capture feed out of a console from 20 years ago. July Perez wants to know, what is one word you are not? And I'm going to say relaxed. My brain's kind of always going to whatever is the next thing. I kind of never sit back to really just let it soak in for a little bit. I just don't have time. It's too much stuff to do. The Josh and Justin Show wants to see a picture of me as a kid. That is a weirdly creepy request, but there you go. Fun fact, I had curly hair before my first haircut, and it never grew back once I got that haircut. Weird. Hillbillery wants to know, can I do a Q&A? Nah. The Future 2K wants to know, would I ever quit YouTube to go work for the WWE? And that's a weird question to ask, but you don't actually qualify it with just what the hell would I even be qualified to do there. I suppose more realistically, you'd want me kind of on the 2K end of that equation and kind of just put me in a position to go, you know what, this is good, this sucks, this is good, this sucks, keep this, lose that, keep this, lose that, and then perhaps we'll actually get a competent wrestling game. Sanshi Kodo, I'm probably saying that wrong, wants to know what my goal is for my subscriber count. And in my head, for 2016, I'd like to get to 50,000. I think we're at like 35.7 right now, and certainly we'll hit 40. But I think with the release of 2K17 and the release of the PSVR and just kind of the collaborations I've been working on lately, I think certainly 50K is a viable goal. In terms of next year, in terms of overall, the sky is the goddamn limit. Realistically, 100, 150, I don't know if there's that much more appeal in a wider sense for what I do. But I think at those levels, I could do quite comfortably and certainly make some more upgrades around here. Dean Ambrose guy wants to know my favorite theme song from the PG era. This one is super easy. It's Rusev. They nailed it. It's fantastic. Oh boy, I am gonna butcher this name. Rykin Lauper Edmonston wants to know, what brand do I think the WWE World Heavyweight Championship will go to? Well, certainly it is no longer called the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. No, they changed that. It is now just the WWE Championship, because one would imagine when Smackdown goes live and it needs a world title, you'll bring back the World Heavyweight Championship. So in my head, I still think there's going to be some kind of a contested thing at Battleground where both Reigns and Rollins are going to pin Ambrose, or some combination of two guys pinning one guy. The referees contest it, the belts get split up, and you put one guy on SmackDown and one guy on Raw. So I guess the real question is, where does the current belt, which show does that end up on? I'm pretty sure that's just going to be the Raw belt, and they'll have a different belt for SmackDown. Now, will that different belt be the big gold belt, or will it be a different design? Who knows? We'll find out soon. And finally, Abdul Khalaf wants to know, is Xbox better than PS4 as of right now? If you're just talking about the silicon on the chip, PS4 has better silicon on that fucking system than the Xbox One. It has better frame rates, it has better resolution. You can make the argument whether or not it has better games. That is based on your own personal taste in games. So really, make your decision on which console you get based on, okay, which one has games that I want to play, plus the multi-platform stuff. But that answer becomes much more complicated moving into 2017, where you will see the PS4 Neo and the Xbox One Scorpio. And from all of the rumors and the specs out there, the Xbox Scorpio is going to have more power than the PS4 Neo. Now, will that actually make a goddamn difference at this point in a console generation when you have to make sure all those games still work on the current Xbox One and the current PS4? Who the fuck knows? All I know is it's gonna get real expensive around here for that shit next year. And then you throw the Nintendo NX into that mix, and I'm buying like 3 consoles next year. How the fuck did that happen? It's supposed to be 5 to 8 years for a console generation. It's only been 3. What the hell? Anyway, it's summer. It's hot in here. The air's off. Lights are on. This is crazy. You guys keep nailing it. Sub numbers popping. View numbers popping. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got plenty of ideas to kind of work through. Got different collabs to work through. More cool shit coming all the time. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Play some Earthbound. I don't know. I'm attackslug. More videos every day, and I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.